talk to Marlon Lee when he comes back from the locker room. We are also going to talk to Coach Denny Medlin of the Comets, of the varsity men Comets, because they have also turned things around.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
And we'll talk about that and so much more. Now not breaking 50-50. They're 9-8 on the winning season. We're coming now to the final 1 minute left to go in the first half of play. And what a great game it's been for the Comets on the road, for the Trojans of South at home. They have got to find a way to turn it around. It is 41-14. Here comes Brittany Blount. She's in the game, the 5'4", freshman senior.
Nice move to get inside. Number 24 in Miss Brown puts it up right at the free throw line, but it's going to be out of bounds. And the Comets will have the basketball. Comes into the ball game right now is Miss Blunt, Brittany Blunt, number 30. And waiting the ball is number 23.
She is the 5'4" senior. Gets it back to Mackenzie Hedinger. Hedinger now back up midcourt. Now back into the territory of the Comets. Going to run the clock down here as we're in the final 38 seconds. Clock ticking away. Hedinger looking for Sanders. Sanders nailed a three-pointer earlier. Back to Stepnowski. Stepnowski looking for the basket. No one's there. Overshot the rim. Gives it back to South Johnston. Creech to Bird to Brown. They fight. There's a foul. I think it's going to go against Stepnowski, number 20. No, Hedinger. Foul on Hedinger, number 23.
It's White, 23.
Foul, okay.
So
Janae
McDonald.
Yep. So it's a foul against South, actually. Wasn't expecting that one. There was a lot of contact there, Trey Snide.
Yeah.
But they are going to call the foul on 23 of Janae McDonald, the sophomore shooting guard. And this will bring number 20, Stepnowski, to the line. Nadia Stepnowski, the guard junior, 1-1, misses it. And South gets it back. Back up court. Gives it back to McDonald. McDonald still for Princess Richardson trying to get to it, but McDonald got back to it. Now into the basket to Blackman. Blackman now hands it back to Creech. Creech now to Brown. Brown, though, goes back to Nikki Lee again. And Stepnowski up court. Hands it off to Princess Richardson. There's the whistle. And Trey Snide, there's the first half. 41-14.
Yeah, high scoring half for the Comets. And look, what's up, Coach? Hey, good. I know, man. Hey, I snuck up behind you, Coach. Snuck up behind you. What's up, Coach? You doing all right? Nah, living a dream.
So, Trey, while we have the Unforgettables post-game show, halftime show going on, after he gets done looking at the stats and notes and statistics, we will talk to Marlon Lee. But I'm getting ready to go try to grab an interview with Denny Medlin.
Okay.
I know he's over there sitting down, relaxing, preparing, and we'll talk to him about his record. Of course, again, they are sitting at 9-8. And, Trey, while we get ready for that, why don't we just real quickly just emphasize on what an impressive turnout the men have been doing lately. I mean, it is great.
They're four wins in a row. Okay, their last two losses, one against East Wake, and then they lost to South Johnston about 6 weeks ago. But the problem is, this turnaround that the Comets have done so far, improved themselves to 9-8. There are four wins on the season.
That's right.
3 against conference, 1 outside of conference, which is the Big 8 3A for Northern Durham, which was a good win by them for the Comets as well. But kind of took a look. They're playing so much better on both sides of the ball. By that means they're playing better on offense by shooting the ball much better. But with the 3, they're shooting the ball better at the free throw line. And down in the paint, they're actually getting some points down low. And that's what they've been missing all season long. All of a sudden, you see that they're starting to make that turn and grow up. Who was going to be that one guy that was going to step up and make something happen? And that's exactly what, Walden and Crumpler and, those kids there are playing phenomenal.
That's right.
So then on the defensive side, okay, let's start here. The offense, they've improved by 10 points a game, okay, since the start of the season. 10 points a game. Now on the defensive side of ball, here, get this. They've improved by 20 points a game.
Wow.
So they've taken away 20 points off giving up for the points on the season. So look, it's going to be a great game. They come in at 9-8. The South Johnston Trojans come in at 17 and 2.
Yeah, they're pretty good under the direction of Brody Massagill.
But they've dropped that. They're averaging 70 points a game right now. They call me the stat guy, so I have all these stats.
That's right.
They have come into the ball game averaging 70 points a game. Last 2 ball games, they have not scored 50 points. So if they can keep the magic number for the Comets, if they can get them down, keep them under 50, they have a terrific shot of continuing their success and moving forward.
Well, Trey Snyder, you ran things here on the broadcast for just a moment. I'm going to find Coach Denny Medlin, and we're going to get his thoughts about what he thinks of the new momentum that the varsity men Comets have.
That sounds great. Again, what I've noticed so far in what the Comets are doing, and I follow along with the social media aspect of things with high school OT and just other blogs around, they're finally noticing what the Comets are doing. So that means is by playing better offense and shooting the ball much better, it gives them a chance every single game. They're not taking boneheaded plays, and I hate saying stuff like that. It's a boneheaded play when they go up against 3 different people. You have a wide open lane. And again, it's going to be fun. But right now, we're going to head down to Wesley Allen to talk to Coach Denny Medlin.
Hey, Trey Snyder, we're down here as we continue the Unforgettable halftime show here as the varsity women Comets are up by 41-14 over the Trojans. We're now with the head coach of Denny Medlin, the varsity men's coach of the Comets, which we were talking about during the halftime show. And Coach Medlin, what an awesome turnaround you have had the varsity men Comets do since the opening conference loss to East Wake, going into the Martin Luther King tournament with that win over Northern Durham Hillside, and now you are on like a 4-game winning streak and improving everything on your game as you head down to the home stretch of the conference.
Yeah, we kind of just stopped talking about winning championships, winning the conference, and started talking about winning 1 game at a time and really just studying film and practicing hard. Each practice trying to get ready for the upcoming game. And our kids have really played good defense these past 4 games. And we played defense pretty well against East Wake from the second quarter on. We're playing pretty good basketball right now, but we're facing a team tonight that's 17-2, so we got a work cut out for us.
Again, though, before it kind of derailed in the 4th period when they were at Clayton when you hosted South, the boys hung with them. It's rival basketball.
Yeah, I'm expecting a good game. I mean, we're very prepared, and South is too, and it's going to be a competitive game. Their student section's already filling up, so I'm expecting a lot of energy in the gym, and a lot of times it just depends on who makes more shots in a game like this. I think we're going to probably both play pretty good defense and both get after it, so it comes down to making some plays.
You're right now sitting at 9-8. When our last broadcast was the loss to East Wake, you were down at the bottom there. Now you're at 9-8. You're at 3-2 in the conference. You got more wins than losses on both sides of the spectrum. Things are improving as you go down the home stretch. And was this the type of season you like to have going down into the postseason coming up in the next couple of weeks?
Well, I mean, we'd love to have a few more wins under our belt. We've lost some close games. I think we've experienced some growing pains having such a young team playing 4 sophomores. All the experience these guys are getting this year is just going to bode well for future years. But I want to be good this year for our 2 seniors, Carson Crumpler and Cameron Walden. We're a young team, and we can attribute some of those, the late surge due to them getting more experience.
Coach Lee and me and Trey are joking with each other. You've won games since we've done broadcasts, so hopefully we're not bad luck for you when we come back tonight.
No, not at all. We appreciate you, so not at all. We're glad you're here.
You do a phenomenal job. They're doing good. Coach, again, Denny Medlin, Trey Snyder, as it is loud here in South Johnston, but again, his thoughts as he gets ready to take on crosstown rival South Johnston in the conference matchup.
Again, thank you, Coach Medlin and Wesley. Kind of talk a little bit about the close matchups. They also won a few of them, but looking at the close losses, They had a 56-55 win or loss over East Wake, one of the leaders in the division. So right now you have a chance to talk to Marlon Lee, the head coach of the girls game, to see how the second half is going to go.
Hey, so we continue on with the Unforgettables halftime show as the momentum builds here. We're talking now with Coach Denny Medlin a few moments ago. Now we talked to Coach Marlon Lee. Coach Lee, what do you think of this game so far and the way the season's gone for y'all the last week or so? You've had some great performances, 41-14 on the road. It's got to be great.
We're starting our third season. We had the non-conference season. We had the first half of the conference season. This starts the second half of the conference season. So, we're going to take one game at a time. We're going to play the way we play. Tonight, we're a little athletic than they are. So we definitely want to get after them, offensively and defensively, cause some havoc, let our defense create our offense. And, all the young ladies that have played are contributing just like we want them to do. So, we got to come out right now in the third quarter and try to win the third quarter, then come out and win the fourth quarter. And hopefully the scoreboard will still be in our end.
Coach Lee, one of the things me and Trey Snyder were talking about in the first half of the game that we saw just from the last broadcast we had against East Wake on January 17th at home was there's better rebounding, there's better shooting, there's better stealing, and there's better layups and free throws.
The biggest thing, all that is effort. If we're playing hard, good things are going to come. If we're intense, we're talking, good things are going to come. So that's what we've been preaching is our effort. So, we got East Wake coming up this Tuesday. So, what we got to do now is try to fine-tune some things. And, it's going to be a big road test. But what we got to do tonight is go ahead and take care of the second half and make sure we can execute some things. And then we'll get ready for East Wake.
There we go. We'll let you get ready for the second half. Trey Snyder, again, the thoughts of the coaches, Denny Medlin and Marlon Lee, as they continue their winning ways here in the Comets sports program.
Exactly. Just kind of walk through what the standings of the 3A, the Greater News 3A girls before we go in with 50 seconds left. East Wake leads the way with a 5-0 overall record in the conference. The Clayton's only loss sitting at 4-1 was against this East Wake Warriors team. Again, they played good enough to win that ball game. It's a few things didn't go how we expected, even Coach Marlon Lee expected. But now the Clayton sits at number 2 with a 4-1. West Johnston at 3-2. South Johnston proved they only have 3 wins, but 2 inside the conference, 2-3. Smithville 1-4, and then Cleveland sitting at 0-5 as we get ready for the second half.
And your halftime show was presented by Unforgettables. Unforgettables, of course, go to unforgettables.com. Proud sponsor of our halftime show here on CRN. Ready for the second half? Trey Snyder on play-by-play, and I'll try to jump in with my crayons and do color once in a while.
Washington gets the inbound pass, gives it looking for Asia Todd. She gets it. She's picked up by number 15, gives it over to Washington on the right-hand side. Inside number 32, puts it up, and no good. Defensive rebound by the Trojans. They push it up the right side of the court. There's number 10 in Wheels. What a great name. Puts it up, gives it over to number 23, and then over to Miss Brown right at the behind the arc at three-point line. Gives it over to McDonald. She wants 3, but she's picked up by Washington. Nice little step move to get inside. She does. Goes up against 3 different defenders, but it's going to be a foul against. Will be a 1-1. It'll be number 11. That'll be Watkins, Alexis Watkins.
That's right.
On the foul.
Foul on Watkins. So 1-1 at the line now. They'll change up rotations here. So now South is going from left to right. Clayton is going right to left. And here comes Unique Best in the game now, the Ford junior at 5'6". You heard Coach Marlon Lee, man. He just said amongst the loud music and the excitement atmosphere here in Benson at South Johnston High School, it sounded like he was saying, man, they're doing great. We're doing great. Everybody's going great, and we're improving, and they want to win, and they want to improve and get better, and that's happening.
Exactly right. Again, they're proving tonight. They're not coming in here and just let a team that has 3 wins on the season, and look at number 34 in Jada Scott gets down low, wide open for an easy layup. But look, they're playing much better, and it shows right here with a 43-15 lead. And Asia Todd gets up the steal, puts it up for the easy layup. It's going to be good. Your score was 6:58 here in the third quarter.
Glad to see that Asia Todd don't have problems with her shoes like she had the last game we had at East Wake.
That's right. 45-15 for your Clayton Comets. It's double team almost taken away by Asia Todd, but number 23 in McDonald gets the ball. She's double teamed by Washington and Ty. Almost taken away once again. My best, it is taken away by Washington, though. She's double teamed. It's almost a jump ball, but gives it over to number 32 in Delaney Eves. She brings it up side of the court, gives it over to Asia Todd. She brings it up right to the free throw line, puts it up, and in and out. and it's going to be a Best. There's
they're
three different defenders,
wow.
three different. Oh, taken away by Jada
Wow,
Scott.
no jump ball. She put it in.
Huge right there by Jada Scott. That's what we've missed from Jada Scott all season long. She lets her temper get a kind of control over what she does. Taken away by Best, the defensive specialist. Nice little easy layup and puts it up.
You trying to
It's
say
gonna be
she
good.
had a lot of anger in her life?
No.